Okay, let's just get into it. Now, June 6th, I repeat, this was June 6th. There was a broadcast put out that was major. Let's just say, and I'm just speaking hypothetically, right? Let's just say that there was a medical lane, right? Of what everybody, it's some stuff being put out there as public knowledge, as far as like they just kind of back end talking right now. Really, if we just being honest, the looks on people's faces. When I say it's tough having to watch a customer get out of their car. Let's be real. There's a lot of places closing up their doors right now as we speak, and it's not even really nothing to laugh about. Nothing to keep. Take a second to take a just quick, real brief break and give flowers where they are due. I would like to give a quick shout out to Hometown Hero. They have these cereal bites. Dang, boy, I almost dropped them, boy. I just want to. We got. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? We got to remember that now we're trying to push using the plant with purpose, and that don't always necessarily mean using it as. The biggest thing that we gotta continue to try to do is thrive, people. There's gonna be adversity, of course. Hey, what up, y'all? Man, we are back with another episode of CannaTalk, where it's really, can I talk?
Can I talk?
Yes, sir. I'm your host, AD, and of course, today we are doing the most because we are back at headquarters and we got some things to address today, man. We got some things to talk about. We got some things to go down through there. Take me through there, all the way through there. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tuning in, tap in, tell a friend. And right now, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe right now and hit that bell so that you can be notified the next time we go live. Okay, let's just get into it. Now, June 6th, I repeat, this was June 6th. There was a broadcast put out. There was major different little people posting it, just everything hitting the fan all at once, telling everybody that the injunction was lifted and that the ban was again being set in place. What did that mean? It meant a few things, y'all. Let's go into the first part of it. One, with it going back to the licensing. For shops, they going back to the 5 bands. For the manufacturing, they going back to 10K. Right back to it, guys, real quick. So it's like you gotta pay attention and really be watching. The second thing that they did, y'all, um, this is the most important part because, like, again, we say this was 90% of sales. They decided that the way that they went and put the wording in the bill is that they was going to do total THC testing. So it was no longer going to go by the dry weight style that it used to go by. Now that percentage that you used to see that said THCA percentage, that's the actual percentage that they looking at and calling that the actual amount of THC that's in it. So let's just be real. It's a whole mind game and a Jedi mind trick of what they playing on us for real, y'all. Because honestly, I feel like they got it wrong in the beginning, and it's just a bunch of trying to cover up a wound and knowing that they done messed up. So they just trying to keep covering it up. Honestly, let's just say, and I'm just speaking hypothetically, right? Let's just say that there was a medical lane, right, of what everybody know about. And then let's just say there was this gray area recreational, right? That's what all of this come down to, is because hemp actually was becoming that lane of recreational without all the stipulations and all the fight that had to be put in to get to recreational. That's the problem with here in Texas, because they not ready for that yet, and they're trying to keep the grips on it. That's why they tried to make the punch a little bit lighter with medical, but they didn't give you the bottom lines of like how they read at the end of commercials. They be like, oh, the side effects may be they ain't say all that. Right. So they didn't give us the disclaimer at the bottom of telling you different things like taking your gun license and all these different things like that. Okay. So we got to roll back around to it and just understand that they are not trying to allow us to create a rec type anything without their hands being all in it. Let's just be real. It's some stuff being put out there as public knowledge as far as like they just kind of back end talking right now. Really, if we just being honest, nobody is really like front end all the way like this in your face, sitting down telling you like this is what's going on. They not doing that because they are in a legal battle right now, which is understandable. If I was in a legal battle right now with this, I'm not finna talk any extra to let the other side know that I know anything. We're gonna prove this in the courts, right? But the only problem comes down to this, guys. Do we know what court we're supposed to be fighting in? That's part of the battle. Because you got to know where to fight, not only who to fight these days. You got to be able to put it together. And I feel like me personally, I don't know if they taking this, just me personally speaking. I don't know if they taking the right route. And I don't think it's enough people talking out about it because everybody is scared. Everybody either they scared or they already know what the industry is coming to and they feel like we F5'd anyway. So they like, I'm finna get out of America anyway. They gone. They getting up out of here because they see what's going on.
Okay, okay. We appreciate you for talking.
Can I talk?
Right,
I
right.
mean, I'm stuck here with y'all. I'm here with my people. You hear me? I can't, I'm not going to another country. I could if I really wanted to, but I'm here with y'all. I'm fighting to the end, baby. You feel me? I'm not finna run nowhere. We gonna keep on fighting right here on our soil. I said our soil. You feel me? We gonna keep on fighting.
Come on.
The looks on people's faces. When I say it's tough having to watch a customer get out of their car with their regular, I shit, right? And they walk in, boop, get buzzed in, and then as soon as they hit that corner, that's when everything changes. At face value, you just look at it like it's cool. People still coming into the shop like nothing has happened. Hitting the corner like they didn't see not one post. Maybe they didn't, right? Because maybe they're not broadcasting this enough. They not talking to the mass matter. So us on the back end as owners of these shops, guess what we gotta do? We gotta, like when you gotta break some bad news to somebody and you don't even really know, you know what I'm saying? You don't even really know how to say it, but you gotta say it and like find a way to progress through that conversation because you gotta try to heal that wound because it's like you just ripped the band-aid off the scab and the little part of scab that was on there that was growing back, that's gone too, right? So, like having to break it down to the customers has been hard. Let's just be real about it. Nobody wants to hear that their dependable has become, undependable. We are continuing to hold other products. We do have the infused beverages. We do have things like that, but we're going to continue to stick it out and provide for you guys the best way that we know how, you know? Let's be real. There's a lot of places closing up their doors right now as we speak. And it's not even really nothing to laugh about, nothing to kid about, because this is for real, y'all. This is me getting out of just kind of playing and trying to keep that, that frontal face for you guys to be like, hey, everything's gonna be okay. But it's a lot of people losing their livelihood right now. Can I talk? They way to provide for their kids. They way to pay their bills. They may have to be looking into ways of figuring out something else to do quickly or bankrupting everything that they have. Dude, I don't even think people really understand the severity of what's going on right now. But I tell you this, there's always a just. I told you guys in the stream just the other day, I said it. I said if there was a picture of hemp in the dictionary, or if there was any picture that need to be in there for learn and adjust, you'll see the picture of him right there. Because that's what we're having to actually live real time in front of y'all. We've been out here doing interviews, talking about it, about being back open, about changing our name, about the whole rebranding and restructuring. And guess what? We get hit with Mike Tyson, like you know how Mike used to and hit kid is one of them. It's a crazy after effect of getting hit with one of these punches, I tell you. But we gonna come up out that blur, vision gonna clear back up. I'm still in it. You feel me? I might have got hit, but I ain't got knocked down. I got hit, but I ain't got knocked down yet. And this goes for all you owners out there as well. You got hit, but you ain't got knocked down. Let's figure this out. I'm not giving up, man. I know y'all not giving up either, man. A lot of bloodshed, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. Take a second to take a just quick, real brief break and give flowers where they are due. I would like to give a quick shout out to Hometown Hero. They have these cereal bites. Dang, boy, I almost dropped them, boy. But they have these cereal bites, man. And I grabbed this one because it's one of my favorite ones. It's the rainbow fruity and pause, you feel me, but that's just the cereal bites that I like. But with these, everybody's system is different, so you got to kind of figure out what your tolerance is. May want to take like one or two of them just to see how they do you, and after that give it about an hour or so to see if you need more. Everything that you do see here is state farm bill compliant, so that means that it has less than 0.3% in it. All right, y'all. Man, I tell you like this, boy. I didn't got to slamming them and wasn't paying attention to how many I was slamming. You feel me? Next thing I know, I was watching TV. Then the next thing I know, the TV was watching me. You hear me? So if you're looking for a real cool snack, I'm not saying that this is just one of them that's just gonna completely smack you out, because that's not always what it's about. So make sure that you guys tap in with them. You can go follow them at Hometown Hero ATX on Instagram, YouTube, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tap in with them for sure. I just want to. We got. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? We got to remember that now we're trying to push using the plant with purpose, and that don't always necessarily mean using it as a smokable plant. Now we got to think about other forms of how to use it. Now you need to figure out how your system works with edibles, how your system work with gummies, how your system work with beverages, different things like that. So you can know, okay, if this is not an option that I know, I can at least indulge in this, just like the whole THCP deal as well, that will be a form or a lane that we will be able to provide for you guys. I'm looking into it right now. So I just want to at least ask my community at least to just give me some time to make sure we got it figured out and got it done the right way for you, as well as a virtual dispensary. Yeah, you heard it here first at TXO, a virtual dispensary. That means you can go into my little vending machine online and see all the little goodies, pick what you want, and it'll come right to your doorstep, right in the comfort of your own home. No more having to come on out the house. We gonna make sure we get it to you and your spouse. How about that? You ain't gotta leave the couch.
All right, Dr. T.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But yes, we are providing other different means and methods to be able to take care of you guys because make sure you understand PSA, public service announcement. It is not illegal for you to possess it. Okay. So all for all of you consumers out there, all of y'all looking for the gas, it's not illegal for you to possess it. Okay. So if you order it from our vending machine, you're going to be good here in Texas. Don't worry about what the naysayers say. We got you. You know, I'm going to do my research anyway. Fact check. Fact. Yeah, we going to fact check that boy. You hear me? The biggest thing that we got to continue to try to do is thrive, people. There's going to be adversity. Of course, if it wasn't, everybody would be doing it. And that's the problem. Everybody tried to start doing it. And that's where the adversity is coming from, is because a lot of people getting into this lane, a lot of people not doing their due diligence and doing it the right way. And then some of the bad characters getting into the lane, making everybody else look bad. And that's what it all comes down to. So as of today, I am a continuance and I'm putting forth a continuous effort to keep on going, to keep coming up with more ideas. We got a new strain coming out, y'all, that we will be dropping and I repeat, very soon from TXO, yours truly. Purple grapes. Yeah, it's been something I've been working on for a minute, and I just want to be able to bring a luxury line to most of my people who say they like rapper, you know, they like that type of quality, you know. So we'll be providing that. I can't wait for the drop. It'll be coming real soon. I haven't put a date yet together for the release yet, but stay tuned. You'll see. We will be cranking the GTA streams back up, cranking up the TXO store here for all the shoppers. And you know, I don't know if you guys even had seen it last time, but when we were streaming, you know, we had a QR code in there for people inside the game who wanted to order some of our product. They'll be able to scan the QR code and they are literally able to go to our site, order it straight to their front door out of the game. So it ain't no game, y'all. Every single step that we're taking, we're trying to make sure we provide, you know, some form of content for you guys to just get that close of a connection and bond with us. Cause you know, we stoners too. Oh yeah, we ain't finna stop. Now we got to put out more content than we ever had because we got to reach more people. We got to get more people in through these doors. We want to inspire more people and touch more people and teach everybody that there is purpose in the plant. This ain't about getting high, y'all. If this is about getting high, then you in it for the wrong reasons. But let's use this plant with purpose. I'm your host, AD. You've been tuned into a whole nother episode of Can I Talk?
Can I talk?
Man, make sure you tap in with us next week.